We all want a flourishing relationship, but at some point, every relationship tends to experience a hard time. And if care is not taken, it will lead to a breakup. So, what do you do to maintain the spark in your relationship? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Onyechi Linda. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things you have to do to maintain the spark in your relationship. We all want our relationship to flourish. We don't want a relationship that is boring. We don't want a relationship that is monotonous. And what do you do to maintain that spark that was there initially at the beginning of the relationship? That sparks that give you bubbles in your tummy. That spark that makes you feel excited. What do you do to keep it in that relationship and not lose it? When you have finally won the heart of your partner, that is even when the work begins. So relationship is not just about that initial stage when you need to win the heart of your partner. Yes, that stage also has its own work, but you need to keep up with the work. You need to maintain that work. You need to put in a lot of commitment and effort to ensure that your relationship is not just stable, but it's exciting and it's flourishing. Now, what are the things that you need to do to keep your relationship flourishing? What do you need to do to keep up the spark in your relationship? Number one is for you to maintain quality time with each other. You need to spend time together. You need to do things that you love together. That way is going to nurture your bond, is going to help you grow in your relationship. But if you don't spend time with each other, you're just going to find yourself growing apart as the day goes by, and you don't want that. Secondly, you need to communicate effectively. Communication is not just about talking, it also involves making sure that you are understood for whatever information you are trying to pass across. So you need to communicate your feelings, you need to communicate your wants, you need to communicate your desires. Your partner is not a spirit to discern what you want per time and what you don't want, or what you like or what you don't like. You need to communicate for him or her to understand that, okay, you don't want this, you don't like this, you don't like that. Never assume that your partner ought to know what you like or what you don't like. They are not going to do that unless you communicate. So remove assumption from your relationship, because it's going to sow a seed of doubt in it. So instead of assuming, communicate what you mean per time, and also pay attention to the non-verbal cues of your partner. Things like the body language, the tone of voice, and a lot of other things. They also go a long way to tell you what your partner is trying to say. Third thing you need to do to keep up the spark in your relationship is to give little surprises at some point, one time or another. Just little gifts, some little gestures. It doesn't have to be something big. You don't need to have millions in your account to give your partner a surprise. You can just do one or two things that you know he will like or she might like, but for you not to do that is going to make your relationship monotonous, and with time it will just get more boring by the day. So you need to keep up the surprises, those little things that you were doing before at the initial stage of your relationship. You need to keep them up. You know this person's love language is maybe receiving gifts. For over 6 months you've not given any gift, no matter how small. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be something expensive, just a little surprise here and there. Know your partner's love language. That will help you give a surprise that they will really like. So you need to maintain those little things that matter. Those calls, you need to maintain it, the text messages, You know, just do some random things that will make your relationship bubbling and alive. The fourth thing you need to do is to share your goals together. You need to share your goal. What do you aim to achieve in 3 or 4 years' time? What are the ways that you can support each other? That way, it will go a long way to help you build connection, to help you build your relationship in terms of the things, the goals that you share together, the values that you share together. When you share your goals together, it's going to help you to remove monotony from your relationship. It's not just going to be after work, you call on the phone to ask, what have you eaten? How was your day? You have something to discuss, you have things to build upon because you have laid a foundation, you have goals to achieve. That way, you can always at some point evaluate your progress towards achieving your goals together. The next thing you need to do to keep up the spark in your relationship is to try new things. Yes, try new things. Variety, they say, is the spice of life. So your relationship should not be something that is monotonous. You already know what to expect at the end of the day. You already know what your partner is going to say when they call you on phone. Try new things, explore. That will make it more fun. That will make it more exciting. The next thing to do is to maintain independence. The fact that you are in a relationship does not mean your world, your life is built around your partner. You should encourage and support each other's personal growth and development. Maintain your individual interests. That way, your relationship will not be boring because you have things to keep, other things that will keep you busy. It's not just you and your partner, you have other things, you have your work, you have your friends, and a lot of other things. And when you come together, you will sure have a lot of things to discuss. But when you don't have anything doing, your life is built around your partner. It's just a matter of time you are going to get bored. Next is for you to show appreciation. We all want to be appreciated in one way or another. So when you have a partner, a spouse who is not appreciative, over time you will start losing interest in that person. But if you have someone who is your number one cheerleader, someone that is appreciative of your little effort, you will find yourself wanting to do more for that person. That way your relationship will go a long way instead of being stuck at a particular stage. So to build up the spark in your relationship, build that habit of appreciation. Learn to appreciate the little things that your partner do for you. Next is to walk through your storms together. There is no perfect relationship anywhere. So for you to have a bubbling and flourishing relationship, you must be committed to settling your differences. You must be committed to be a good listener. You must be committed to making some adjustments. You should not be someone that insists on your own way. It has to be your own way or nothing else will be done. It is not like that. If you do that, your relationship is not going to grow. Your relationship will get stuck. So, if not broken. When tempers flare up while trying to settle your differences, it's best to quit, to stop talking at that moment because you can say things that you might regret later. So, if you have problems, if you have challenges, you try to walk through them together. Never assume that your partner should have done this or that. They might not have reasoned it the way you do. And if you don't speak up, if you don't communicate, they are not going to know. So I believe you've gotten value from this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you and see you in my next video.